So nothing went to plan. It was not to be unexpected. So Friday I ordered a rebuild kit. I also ordered an ultrasonic cleaner from Walmart. It's a 3 liter or 2 liter, and it's going to be shipped the 9th, Wednesday the 9th, which is almost 2 weeks away. And I already took apart the carburetor and the alternator, and I'm waiting for these things to arrive so I can start cleaning it and putting it, rebuilding it. So, what am I going to do in the meantime? One minute. I tell you, nothing matters. Alright, I just got my carburetor kit from Carbs Unlimited. I also ordered a couple of idle adjustment screws because these were just completely thrashed. Taking the whole thing apart, there's so much corrosion on this thing and rust that you just have to get it all out. This is the clutch, and it is just rusty as can be. You can see there, the inside of that is just so rusty. That's the clutch. It barely moved. You always want to wear your mask when you're grinding old paint or rust. So this is the intermediate choke staff assembly, shaft assembly. Sprayed it with WD-40. Now it's left it overnight and now it's working fine. The choke baffle plate is rusted like crazy. It was falling apart in pieces. It's just wearing it down. I mean, it's coming off, but it's wearing it thin. So here's the problem. It's too rusty to fix. Once I put it back in there, it's going to start rusting up again, and I can grind all the rust down until it's bare metal, but it's going to need to be replaced. Alright, what's next? So this is going to need a real good soaking. You can see in there. I sprayed it out, but it's still really dirty. So with this part, you can get a 220 grain sandpaper. Put it in a block, preferably metal, but a block is good. And just start. Make sure that's as flat as you can get it. And just start sanding the top. Enough to get the old adhesive and old gasket off of there. That will ensure a nice tight fit. So remember, when you're putting these in, make sure that this is all the way up first. Right to there. It has to be straight up, and these have to be wide open. Let it way. Snug, not tight. These bend really easily. Actually, if you bend one to where there's pieces hanging off, you're going to want to sand it down. You know, fine sandpaper to get the pieces off so they don't fall off in the carburetor as you're actually using it. Definitely don't want pieces of metal getting inside your engine. Not perfect. It's gotta remember that notch needs to get to there and opens and stops to right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the idle screws in. So they are slightly different, but that's okay. We just adjust till it looks like it might be. This one over. So I took apart the alternator. First I tested it. Better, but not perfect. Affected some of the things, replaced the pins. Cleaned it up pretty good, sprayed it with engine cleaner. Got some of the grime off. In the meantime, I had spray painted the alternator, which was what I thought was a blue-gray. Turned out to be more like a light blue. So I'm going to go to the range shop, get a different color. I think a Volvo gray. Then I took it apart and cleaned out some of the carbon that was building up next to the wires and made it look pretty good. I talked about this rabbit that was in front of my house. Well, I watched the news and it turns out there's a rabbit disease. Go figure. There's a rabbit disease going around in my town and all over the country, but diseased rabbits were found in my town. So I called up animal control. I got a call back saying, "Oh, you need to call the local office." So I couldn't find a phone number. The website's so screwed up. So I just emailed the local office and said, "Hey, I got this, and here's the coordinates." They wanted like actual latitude, longitude, and an address, and if I knew anything about the diseased rabbit and how did it die and all this other medical history of the rabbit, which I don't know any medical history of this stupid rabbit. All I know is there's crows out there eating the hell out of it, and I want it out of my driveway, right? and they never came. Some passerby, for some odd reason, decided to pick up the dead rabbit and put it on my wall, my 2-foot wall next to the sidewalk. Why? Why would you pick it up and put it on my wall? So anyway, I ended up throwing it away today since it's trash day. Now we'll never know what it died from. Careless.